President Obama is calling the slaughter of the Dallas officers an act of racial hatred. Correspondent Kevin Corke is at the White House tonight with the politics of the Dallas ambush. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening to you, Shannon. You're right. Race, fair policing, even the availability of guns, all touched on in today's remarks in Dallas, given by the President of the United States. Now, you probably know this. On 10 previous occasions, the President has traveled to an American community rocked by a mass shooting, 10 times the pain, the suffering, the heartache. But today, the 11th time, was different.
We ask the police to do too much, and we ask too little of ourselves.
Thunderous applause in Dallas for the President's remarks, which were meant to advance much more than just hope and healing for a Texas city torn apart by a racist gunman.
The overwhelming majority of police officers do an incredibly hard and dangerous job fairly and professionally. They are deserving of our respect and not our scorn.
An obvious and solemn show of solidarity for those sworn to serve and protect. But in what's become, I would say, a fairly familiar pattern, Shannon, the President couldn't resist the chance to talk about guns in the wake of the shooting.
We flood communities with so many guns that it is easier for a teenager to buy a Glock than get his hands on a computer or even a book.
You can almost tell from the tone that the President's remarks reflect a change or perhaps a shift in tone from the White House, a more obvious embrace, certainly public embrace, of the policing community. Witness yesterday's 2-hour meeting right here at the White House with law enforcement officials.
We'll take him at his word. And, you know, we are all in this together. We're not going to solve it without the President. And he sure as heck isn't going to solve the problems without us.
The President even said himself today, Shannon, I see the inadequacy of my words, meaning sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it, especially if you're going to try to communicate your support of the law enforcement community. Shannon?
And we'll talk about it with the panel. Kevin Corke live at the White House. Thank you, Kevin.